Hey there, Lindsay Ali here. How would you like to become more attractive to your prospects? Having people flock to you because of being more attractive. And I'm not talking physically, I'm talking about just being more attractive because you've got certain skill sets that they would like to have. You know things that they don't know yet, but they want to. You've gotten your business to a certain place and they haven't, but they want to too. And so they run to you, they hang on your every word, they follow you, they take your advice. How would that feel if you could create that kind of unfair advantage and have people flocking to you, asking you how to build their business or asking you to join yours because they like how you build your business? Well, today we're going to talk about that, so stay tuned. And as you're jumping on here live, I cannot, yes, I see, yeah. I cannot see who's coming on, but I can see who comments. So if you can just comment below and say hello. If you're on the replay, I've got kids home, screen time is going, and so it's kind of loud for me, hopefully not for you guys. Drop a hashtag replay if you are watching the replay and where you're watching it from so I can say hi to you. I'll come back later on and do that. But before we get started and get into this content, I want to introduce myself to you. My name is Lindsay Ali and I am a stay-at-home mom, but I am also an online entrepreneur. And I am, my mission is to inspire other entrepreneurs and network marketers to take their businesses online successfully by leveraging social media and the internet to grow a highly profitable business that will allow you to create a life by your design. So today, like I mentioned a while ago, we're going to talk about 5 secrets to help you become more attractive to your prospects. And again, I don't mean physically attractive. So I went live on my profile page just a minute ago and said this too. Think of well, we can talk about that in a little bit, but I'm talking about that magnetic quality that of attraction that naturally bring folks to you, that naturally have people flocking to you, desiring to be in your presence, maybe in your shoes, hang on your every word and take advice from you and trust you while doing it. The kind of attraction that leaders exhibit. And this kind of attraction also helps you become more attractive. I lost my train of thought. More effective, not just in your life, it can definitely, but also in business. And so when I first got started online, as a business owner, first of all, I didn't expect to be a business owner, and I didn't expect to be working so much online. I had no intentions, in fact. So I had no prep. I had no skills. I had no knowledge of what to even expect because I didn't do my research. It just kind of fell into it, as most of us do in network marketing. We start taking a product and we like it. So we're like, oh, why don't I, become a rep for it? And that's great because we do that all the time. We go to a movie, we like it, and we become a rep for it. We just don't get paid for it. And that's essentially network marketing. But I sucked at it. And I didn't know what to do and I didn't know where to go to get the skills to do it. And with a lot of us as network marketers, we start doing just what our teams are doing. And if we fall into a team that is doing it wrong, that's what we start doing too. And I think a lot of us do that. Can you relate? Do you know, or have you done some things that are wrong, that it just kind of, if you have, just drop a 1 below. But things like that are just salesy, infomercial, like that is white noise where people just get annoyed and hide you. And, sometimes you're just going to annoy people anyway because you're trying to build success and you're in a different place mindset-wise. But drop a 1 if you've done some things on social media wrong. I mean, I'd be dropping lots of 1s right now. And so it's all about learning, right? So I did not do well. I did not have knowledge. I didn't know how to build or how I wanted to try to build or where I should go and who I should learn from to build. But what I did know is that I had enough little bit of success with building a little bit of a team with my company at the time that I caught the bug of really wanting to succeed in network marketing and really wanting to succeed online. So I had to I quickly learned, well, not quickly because it took me years to realize that I needed to step outside more of the box and more of the company that I was in and really start learning some skill sets that were going to push me to that next level. They were going to teach me how to truly survive and do the right steps that would get me to have a highly profitable business that also had longevity to it, and not do some of the things that we are taught in network marketing to do because I didn't like them. I wanted to try to eliminate them as much as possible, if not altogether. Now, some of those things that we learn with network marketing have their place. I do believe that. I just think that, yes, they have their place, but if we can eliminate them and kind of create some automation so that we can focus more on the one-on-one with people, then why not? And that would help us be more efficient and helping more people and in a better way. So that's what I set out to do. So here are 5 secrets that I just put up on my blog over at lindsayali.com at the time of this recording. Right now, it's the last blog up. So get out a pen and paper and just write this down. I'm going to try not to go into too much detail on explaining all these, and I do have my notes down here in front of me, so I'm looking at that to help share this with you, but you can go over to my blog and get this information at any time. So I already see a typo in my blog, so I'm gonna have to go and fix that. Number 1 is be interested. It says interesting, but it should say interested. You want to be interested. Attractive people are more interested in listening to other people than they are in hearing about themselves and speaking about themselves. If you relate this to dating or just friendships, and you have someone that just talks about me, and then, oh, but enough about me. What about you? What do you think about me? I almost said that wrong. But do you know someone like that? Drop a 1 below if you know someone who is just, it's all about them. They talk about them constantly. We are our number 1 fan. We love the topic of us. And so your prospects are the same way, and you can treat them the same way. If you want them to be more interested in you, get to know them. You get to be more interested in them. You get them talking about themselves, and you will instantly become more attractive with that, just right there alone, which is awesome. So if we are the opposite of that and we talk about me, and this is unfortunately what happens in business, then immediately, and I did this, drop a 2 if you did this, where someone asks you about your product or your company, and you just like throw up all the information that you can think of and that you know about your product or your opportunity all over. And they didn't really want all that information. Drop a 2 below if that's been you, because that's totally been me. And it's embarrassing to think back over the times that it has been me, but it's true. I've done it. I think we've all done it at some point. But it turns people off, and that's the opposite of what we want to do, right? We're unattractive when we do that. So, these tips actually, and I should say, came from a mentor, Tyson Zanner, who mentioned Abram. And I don't follow him and I don't know him, but he says his stuff's really good and that he's a great marketer. And he has a story about this and how to become more attractive and kind of coming to the realization of becoming more attractive. So he was at a marketing event. He was a speaker and he was dead dog tired. He went to the bar to sit down and relax for a bit before going back to his room. And a guy sat next to him. And the last thing that he wanted to do was to talk to this guy. So the guy started talking and he thought, oh gosh, how am I going to have the energy to talk to this person? And so what he did, he was just asked a question. He let the guy talk. He sat and relaxed. He listened a little bit. And then if he stopped, then he asked him another question about himself and he kept talking. And he stopped for a minute and listened and relaxed, and then just back and forth, repeat. 45 minutes later, this guy, Jay, he was ready to go. He was done. He needed to go get some rest. So he told the guy, I really need to go upstairs and I need to go to bed and get some rest. And the guy said, in all my travels and all the people that I've met, you are the most interesting one I've ever met. And he thought, why in the world am I the most interesting? I haven't said anything. And then it kind of dawned on him. to be more interesting, just shut up and listen to other people. Be interested and genuinely interested in other people and where they're at in their life and what their struggles are and about them and what they're interested in and what they need, so that you become more attractive, and then they want to learn more about you. But then you also learn about them, and as a business owner, you learn about them and you learn about, okay, how can I help them? When I started doing this and kind of coveting my link for my business page, and not just someone asked me a question about my product or opportunity and I shoved them my link, I started talking to them, being more interested about them, and I learned more about them instead of just shoving my link on. And with some people, I learned that my product wasn't a good product for them because of this method of being more interested in them and not so much about pushing my agenda of running a business. So that's number one, is to be more interested. Okay, number two is don't act needy, clingy, or desperate, which we have all gone through this stage. Drop me a number three if you have gone through this stage where you talk to someone, they're interested, and you just are, you know that you are exuding so much neediness. I need you. I need this. I need this person. You have skin. You can breathe. I need you on my team. I need you to be my customer because you, like I said, you have skin. Coming off needy, desperate, and clingy is not attractive. Again, go back to dating someone who is just, like, why didn't you text me back? And it was, first or second day you met them. That's clingy, that's desperate, and it doesn't look good on people. And that's the same for business. And unfortunately, don't kick. Unfortunately, it happens in business all the time. We are so addicted, and I have been guilty of this too. We are so addicted to the outcome. And I love that Ray Higdon preaches, don't be addicted to the outcome. If we can disconnect ourselves from the outcome of if this person joins us or not, or becomes a client or a customer or not, then, and it's not to say just don't care about them. Care about them, but care about them. And if they don't decide to come with you, that's okay. You still care about them, but you don't need them. Yes, you need people, but you don't need that one person right there to join right now. You want it to be a good time for them to join. So we want to care. We just want to be in a position of posture where it's okay if they don't. And when it's a good time, they'll come back. And when we do that, it makes us more attractive. And so when they are ready, they're more willing to come back than if we were pushy and showing that we just needed them. And that feeling of knowing that you're being needy is not good. And it's not a way to build a business. This is why I set out to find a different way to build than the traditional way. So we just need to have the attitude of, if this person doesn't join, then that's okay. There's a lot of other fish in the sea, and just to not be addicted to the outcome of it. And so that's number two. Don't be clingy, needy, or desperate. Number three, oh gosh, this is going longer than I wanted it to. All right, so number three is never operate with an agenda. And this one's really hard. And this is a hard one for me to overcome, to be quite honest with you, because would I be sending out messages to people on my friends list necessarily if I wasn't in business? And sometimes I'm like, no, I wouldn't be doing that. Some of the people that I've talked to, I probably wouldn't have. So I felt like, well, then I'm always operating with an agenda. But that's really not necessarily the case. And I'm just coming to realize that and which is why I did go ahead and include it into the blog post, because I feel as though this business has made me a better person by reaching out and talking to people and starting conversations. Whether it goes to my product or my company doesn't matter. And if it does and they don't join, it doesn't matter, because I have started conversations with people who, for instance, I put up a post one time about health and wellness post, curiosity post about joining me, and someone liked it. Lots of people liked it. So I went and I said, thank you so much for liking my post and supporting me. I love that I get support that way. It helps motivate me and keep me pushing. Were you interested in learning more? Because I had asked that question in the post. If you're interested in learning more, like the post. Are you interested, or were you just liking to post? And they said, oh, I was just liking to support. And they said, oh, just liking to support. And I said, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That conversation turned into a catch-up, because this was a girl that I went to high school with. And had that not happened, please stop kicking. And had that not happened, I would have not known that she was getting ready to move. And so was I. And then I wouldn't have realized we were moving into the same neighborhood just around the street from each other. So I wasn't operating with an agenda. I did flat out just ask because I had said it in the post. But if you are operating with an agenda with every conversation, and that you are being that needy and clingy and desperate to turn people over, then you're operating with a hidden agenda, and it's highly unattractive to people, and people can sniff it out from a mile away. Now, I hate sending those "hey girl" messages out, and I avoid that at all costs because I do feel like there's an agenda behind it. But sometimes I just, I'm like, okay, I really don't care, but I do want to talk to more people. I do want to catch up with this person, so I do it. But if I mention my product opportunity or my business in the first few texts, then I'm definitely operating with an agenda there. If they don't go there, then I don't go there. Or if I really think that I would want to work with this person, or they say something that help, then I put it out there as a no big deal, and I'm not addicted to that outcome. And that will make you more attractive if you can distance yourself from the outcome of those results and just stop operating with an agenda. And again, this one is really hard for me, and it's something that I'm still working on myself, but I have overcome initially the whole, okay, I can still talk to people and not have an agenda. And it's the way I'm approaching my business now, which is the way you can approach yours too and learn about attraction marketing. If you just type in 10-day below, I'll shoot you a message automatically. My bot Flounder will shoot you a message automatically, and you can get information on 10-day free attraction marketing bootcamp. Just type 10-day below and you can get that. But when you change your mindset of how you operate your business, not everybody has a target on their back anymore. And I love that feeling. Absolutely love that feeling. So that was number 3. Excuse me, never operate with an agenda. Okay, number 4. And this is 2 more. Project with confidence. I'm going to try to keep this under 20 minutes. Okay. Project with confidence. And here is something that I think a lot of people, when getting into network marketing, struggle with because we don't have a skill set and we don't have the confidence right away. And so anyway, attractive people are confident, and confident people are attractive. Okay, so it's interesting that if you use scripts, which I have my opinions on scripts. I love them as a framework, but I use them like straight copied and pasted in the beginning, which is so wrong. But when I did that, people stopped messaging me and started calling me and saying, is that you, or have you been hacked? I was like, oh crap. You got to make it personable. You got to make it personable to them and personable to you. Make it sound like you, and just use it as a framework, a guidance to what you're supposed to say to people and how you're supposed to say it. I'm really wordy, so it's helpful in that way. But if I don't make it sound like I'm saying it, and I don't tailor it to who I'm talking to, then they're going to call me and they're going to call you and say, hey, is that you, or have you been hacked? So, back to the point though, I'm chasing rabbits. If you are using scripts, then it's amazing how some people there's 2 people that use the exact same script and get way different results. On one hand, you've got someone who just fails at it, flops at it. People don't listen, don't talk, don't return messages. You just hear crickets. And another person, skies just soars to the top with it. And it's because one of the reasons is what we've already talked about and personalizing it and such. But another reason is because of how it's delivered. If you deliver it with a lack of confidence, then that's going to come through in your text, in your words. And if you're using the voice memo thing, which I absolutely love because people can hear how excited you are, then you're going, if you're using it or saying it with a lack of confidence, people are going to see that. So the more confident you become, the more attractive you'll become. And how do you become more confident? You do it. You do it. You're going to suck at it at first, and you get better each time that you do it. So yeah, it's just unattractive. You gotta have confidence. The only way to build confidence is just to do something over and over and again until you get better at it. So there is that one. So these tips I got from Tyson, he said people can say to him, oh yeah, that's easy for you. You're already a top earner. Of course you can be confident. And he suggested, and this is now on my list because I haven't read it. So write this down. Secrets of a Millionaire Mind by Harv Eker. He strongly recommends this book. And in this book, there is a paradigm shift that people need to make, that business owners need to make, and people who are trying to hit goals or be successful, but definitely applies to us. So a lot of people have this thought of have, do, be. I have to have the results and the money in the bank to do the activities that I'm supposed to be doing to be confident in this industry or in this area, whatever you're applying this message to, right? And it should be shifted to, I need to be confident while I'm doing these activities so that I can have the goals or whatever you're setting for. So here, let me read it to you. Here's a great quote that he says, when I have the things that successful and confident people have, then I will do the things that successful people do, and then I'll be confident and successful. And that's not how we should think. Instead, successful people think this way. So if we want to be successful, if you want to be successful in your business, then here's the way that you need to think it. I'm going to read this to you so that I don't get it wrong. I am going to be confident. I'm going to go out there and be the way that successful people are, and I'm going to think the way that successful people think, and then that will then cause me to do the things that confident people do. And when I start doing those things, I will have the results that successful and confident people have. So if you are coming from that have, do, be model, you really need to flip the script. You need to flip it and think be, do, have instead, because it's how it works. So go out and be confident and get the result, and results will come because you'll become more attractive to people, right? So the more that you practice, the more you'll become confident. The more that you get results, the more confident you will become. The more people that you help, the more confident you will become. The more that you invest in your knowledge, in your skills, in your education, the more confident you will come. The more confident you will become, saying that all wrong. So, for example, live video. Most people, when they start on a live video, they suck at it. So how do you get better at it? By doing it over and over and over and over and over again. I wasn't that great when I was in 7th grade and played volleyball, but because I did it over and over and over again, I improved. And then my team in high school was not that great, but I got better and I was able to go to college on it. Well, how did I do that with the team? And how did I get recognized to even go to college and get a scholarship? If I was on a team that wasn't recognized, it's because I went to club and I invested time and money in that and got better and better and better and better. It's the same with our business. We've got to figure out which skills that we need to learn, invest our time and our money into learning those skills and getting the education, and then we'll get better at it by doing, and we'll become more confident all around. So that's a really good example, is live video. You're not going to get better at live video until you start doing live video. You're not going to get better at business and customer acquisition until you start talking to people and learning how to find out their needs and offer the solution and turn them into a client and a teammate possibly, and whatever your goal is for that person. We've got to keep doing it, suck at it at first, and get better and better. And as we get better and better, confidence builds. All right, last one, and then I'm over my time. Number 5 is to develop the skills, which we kind of already talked about. Highly attractive people have developed a certain skill set. Going back to the dating world, Tyson, as giving these tips, he explained how I'm not the best looking guy, but I have a hot wife, and I had a mullet when we met, but she was attracted because I had a certain skill set. He was a musician. I feel the same. I connected to that because I don't feel I was good looking in high school or even now, but I think I have a pretty attractive husband. But he was attracted to me somehow. Back then I had a short haircut that had no style, and I don't know how, but he was, and so that's great. But hopefully I exuded some kind of confidence, had a little bit of confidence back then as an athlete. Not all around confidence, but I presented myself in a certain way, and so there was that, and so hopefully that helped. But again, if we go back to, I started to talk about this a while ago and I didn't before, but if you think about a musician that is really good. Amazing voice, maybe just think of someone right now, has skills of, playing the piano or guitar, but they're not physically attractive. It's okay because they still attract people to them because of the skill sets that they have. So we're not talking about attracting people and being attractive to your clients, customers, or people that you're wanting to serve because of some kind of physical appearance. It's because of skill sets that you have that attract them to you. You've gotten your business to some kind of level and they're attracted to that, and because they want that too. And they want to learn from you how to do it as well. You know something that they don't know that they'd like to know, so that it helps them get their business to the next level, or helps them get their health goals to the same level as yours, or better than where they're at now. Skill sets can automatically and instantly help us become more attractive to our audience that we're trying to serve, which is what we want. Because you're more desirable, and then people want to join you. They want to follow you. And it's different, way different than someone who projects, I have this great comp plan, and what else? I have this awesome product. It's better than anything out there. And we've got a ground floor opportunity. Instead, you say, I have figured out a system. I have found a system. I have built a system to help me succeed, and it can help you succeed too. And then it's just more attractive to say it that way than ground floor opportunity, great comp plan. Even though those things may be very true, you're more attractive when you say great systems that you can leverage, easy duplication so that you can take advantage of that. It's better, and you become more attractive that way. So, if you haven't been investing in yourself, and hopefully you have, and I'm sure you have if you've stuck on this video for this long, then you need to invest in yourself, time and financially a little bit. I did not want to invest financially at first. I wanted to grab every free thing out there, but I soon came to realize that I couldn't just grab every free thing out there. I needed to invest financially and dive deeper into their methods of how they were teaching, so that I could create my own success too. And it wasn't until I really found a system that I just really wanted to leverage to help grow my business that I was like, okay, I'm ready to invest any amount. If it was in my bank account, I would do it right now, right? No matter what the cost. To dive deeper into my education. So find systems, find ways that you can deepen your education and improve your skill sets and develop those so that you can become more attractive, and you can leverage systems, duplications, and so I recently switched companies, and one of the things I did research, because I looked at several other companies, I talked to several different people in different companies, and what I was doing is I was interviewing them to see, okay, how do you build? How can I duplicate your system of how you get people in? How can I leverage the systems that are already in place there? And, is this one easier than that one? How does it fit with my way of thinking and the way I want to build? I was researching that. And so that's important to do. With that all being said, I mentioned a while ago, you can go to my blog. If you're watching this right now, there's a big pink button underneath, and you can download, I'll send you via email, Boss Lady Game Plan that's going to have 21 skills that I really think that we need to know that we need, and we need to start developing and position ourselves as the authority in whatever niche we want to position ourselves in. And so there's that. There's an awesome resource section in that game plan that you can tap into and learn. Some of them are affiliates, some of them are not. I just think they're really good. So you can go there and you can tap into those and learn deeper about how to build your team and how to grow on social media the right way without being white noise hidden from your friends, without attacking your friends and family, and attracting people to you. So that Boss Lady Game Plan is the pink button right underneath if you're on my blog, and you can also type Game Plan into the comments below and it'll shoot over to you automatically into your Facebook inbox. You can type 10-day And that will get you the 10-day attraction marketing bootcamp. That is also free, and it's also in the resource section of the game plan. So what that is my mentor Fernie takes you through 10 videos of attraction marketing and explains to you what it is and how you can leverage the internet to get leads and separate those hot prospects from those suspects that we attack, and get people already wanting to join you and buy your products because of the way you present yourself. It's the same system he used to grow his business to 6 figures at 28 years old, fire his boss, and he passively generates like 300 to 500 leads daily, 30 to 50 customers daily, and onboards 70 to 100 people. So he's very smart in this attraction marketing formula that he will teach you. And like I said, it's a 10-day video boot camp that is sent straight to your inbox. So take advantage of that. Don't leave that on the table. When I found that, I was just waiting for the next video. I was waiting to get the next information so that I can learn more about it, so I could hear what he had to say and how he had to teach it. And I feel like that is a pot of gold right there. It's why it's in the resource section of my Boss Lady game plan. So again, type game plan, type 10-day in the comments below. It'll get sent to your inbox in Facebook, or you can go to lindsayali.com. It's the pink button for the Boss Lady game plan, or lindsayali.com/10-day, and pick that 10-day boot camp up. So that's all I have for you. Hopefully that gave you some value. I know those were good things when I read them, when I heard these from Tyson, these tips that, you know, we need to use to become more attractive, because it's what we want in our business, to attract more people. It's what anyone wants in any of business that they have. So let me know below what your favorite point was on this, and what you think, and what you're going to start doing to become more attractive to your clients and to the group of people that you are trying to serve. All right, I am way over the time that I wanted to talk about this, but I wanted to go over that blog post with you and share this training so that you can start attracting more people, becoming more attractive to your audience, and grow your business. All right, so I'm going to go. Thanks so much. Don't forget to keep pushing through. Just keep swimming to the top even when you feel like you're drowning. And I will see you in the next video. Live. Okay, I feel so fancy. Facebook page, Lindsay Rose Ali, or lindsayali.com. I just come down here and I put it down here. That's I don't even like coffee. I love coffee mugs, and today I love there's more coming, so just check back. All right, so I'm gonna leave.